I can get that while we're at the beginning. My grandson. I told my grandson he wants to.
I need Kai Swanson's vocal skills. Welcome to Union Station. We never usually use a microphone in here because the acoustics are fabulous. So thank you so much for being here on a beautiful, sunny day in Davenport, Quad Cities. I think Doug is in charge of the weather. My name is Dave Harrell, President and CEO of Visit Quad Cities, and thank you so much for joining us today. This is a great, exciting day for us. We're incredibly excited to have some really good friends that have spent a lot of time with us already over several weeks of planning and discussions. And we look forward to working with them. And Matt Phippen, who you'll hear from in a minute, the RAGBRAI director, and Ann Lori. Where's Ann? Is she hiding? There's Ann. Thank you so much for being here today. They literally traverse the entire state all the time, meeting with all of the communities that host RAGBRAI. And it is a lot of time and energy and effort. And the fact that they literally are in these communities making this thing happen shows you how much not only do they care about the event that they put on, but the communities that they're engaged with. So we're grateful for their friendship and their relationship. There's some folks that I want to recognize. Mayor Mattson, thank you so much for your leadership. We'll hear from the mayor here in a few minutes. The Davenport City Council, I don't know if we've got members of council. Mike might be able to spot some folks. I do want to thank them for everything that they do, particularly for this event. The Riverfront Improvement Commission, grateful for the partnership and the relationship that we have with them. City Administrator Corey Spiegel and her talented professional staff. Corey, thank you for everything that you do. Courtney's a rock star. We're grateful to have her leadership and her involvement with RAGBRAI. So Courtney, I know we'll spend a lot of time with you over the next several months. Hopefully that'll be a good thing and you won't hate us when we're done. But thank you for everything that you do. Kyle Carter, who's hiding in the back with Ladrina Wilson. Kyle, thank you from a DPP perspective. Ladrina Wilson, CEO of the Chamber, thank you. It's really fun when people just keep rolling into Union Station. Welcome. Our friends from the cycling community, we've got some wonderful partners from QCBC who are here. Dixon, Dean, thank you so much for everything that you do. We're going to have them part of these festivities in a minute. Our Visit Quad Cities Board Chairman, Ben Leischner, is here today. Ben, thank you so much for your continued leadership and everything that you do for tourism. And last but certainly not least, my Visit Quad Cities team. It's a pleasure to work alongside you. It's an honor to serve our region. And every day, I think we have a great time in the process. And this event is a lot of work, and the fact that we've been doing it for weeks and weeks and months in the advanced planning, and look forward to the next, how many days Matt do we have? Okay, so 140 some odd days, give or take. So it'll be here before you know it. So before we get to our official announcements today, and we've got two, I'd like to introduce the mayor of the city of Davenport, Mayor
Stay on the guitar, but I just want to say thanks. It's really cool, literally today, outside. Hopefully maybe a little bit cool on the last Saturday in July, but also want to recognize Michelle During standing there. I've talked to Ms. Spiegel a lot, and that potential day event of a drone or a picture or some sort where, I don't know, Michelle, this year, 20-some thousand runners going up the hill, coming down the hill, and then, I don't know, Matt, 50,000 plus to 100,000 bikers coming down into downtown Davenport. So on that last Saturday, I usually say most Saturdays or most days of the year, Davenport or downtown Davenport is the center of the universe. damn sure on that day, I said things sometimes that people say, Mike, you say things you shouldn't say. Well, fire station's as cool as you know what. The downtown Davenport on that Saturday will be as cool as you know what in the world, because the amount of people that are coming here for enjoyment, for recreation, for fun, for competition, whether you're just running up the hill and down it because you want to do that, to be part of a historic event like the Bix, or you want to be riding your bike across the state of Iowa and ending up in Davenport, a historic event, the 50th for that particular one, and then of course the 50th the next year for the running one. I don't know how to describe my happiness, excitement, pride that thanks to the RAGBRAI folks, the state of Iowa, thanks to all our visit folks and Dave and your leadership, whether it's Michelle or Matt or anyone that picks this city. Can't be more proud of the work that everybody does. The folks in this room, our partners, whether you're in Illinois or Iowa at the Chamber, that see this location as the event, one of the event centers of the Midwest. And because of RAGBRAI, because of the Bix, because of the Quad City Symphony, because of the Adler, because of all the things, the mark, this location in the center of our nation, well, at least for that Saturday in July, that last Saturday, will be the center of everything going on, and the hundreds of thousands of people, whether you come and watch, enjoy, participate. I thank you for selecting us. I thank you for the work, and I challenge you to have maybe that summer the biggest event in the Midwest. So we're proud to be part of it. We look forward to the work. As we know, the people behind the scenes, especially people in this room right here, you make it happen. I get to stand up here and say thank you and all the wonderful things about it, but it's the people that do the work and the staff that does all the state, our police officers that are going to look out for your safety, our public works folks that are going to help make it smooth, and of course the planning that goes on, and I know Dave's done that a lot already with Matt and his folks. So again, on behalf of the city of Davenport and the 102,000 members, 450,000 members of Quad Cities, thank you for helping, thank you for being part of it, and I look so much to seeing that Saturday.
Thank you, Mayor. So I'm going to have Matt come up here. For those that don't know Matt Fippen, I will tell you this, RAGBRAI is it's a public trust. It's a very special event. It's been around for 50 years. And the leadership and the teamwork between Ann and Matt is off the charts. You know, they came in, they stabilized this event. I think they reimagined it. And I think what's probably most special for communities that get to host, they really understand the value of relationships and teamwork and communication. And literally from the point A of getting to know this guy, I've been incredibly impressed by his leadership, his stewardship of this event, and he just delivers. So it's fun getting to know him. Everybody across the state in our space is so excited about the future of RAGBRAI because of Ann and because of Matt Fippen. And so Matt, we can't thank you enough for all that you do. As the mayor said, thank you so much for your confidence in Davenport and the Quad Cities, and would love for you to come up and make comments.
So now that I'm on the spot, 134 days, 22 hours, and 20 minutes.
Unannounced test.
Unannounced test, that's now we're right. Our weeks blur together. It's, I talk to Ann, and I feel like we get on the road on Monday, we get to bed that night, and wake up, it's Friday, we're going home. We've been now across the state 4 times, 3 with Ann and I, once with me in the state patrol. The times we've come into this community, it was either ice or now snow, so we'll get that out of the way and we'll be good in July. But this ride is pretty special, and it means so much to so many people, and there's so much history around RAGBRAI. 1973 to 2023, there was towns and communities that I wanted on this year's route because of the history of what RAGBRAI is. Proven communities, and from a bookend standpoint, we had to start in Sioux City, we have to end in Davenport. for your spot, but I committed to Davenport, we were all in. When we travel across the state, we travel the bike route. So I want to see as much of the route as I can, 20 trips across the state. We'll make changes along the way. But the thing that I'm most proud of, and you said a lot of great nice things, RAGBRAI is bigger than me. We have an amazing team. For the world's largest cycling event, there's 4 full-time people on staff that are pulling this event off. We can't do that alone. And I've always said we create partnerships that turn into friendships, and then one day those friendships turn into family. So, when we're telling stories about stuff that we had in our childhood in the back room earlier, and it's truly at the end of this, when it's all said and done, it'll be hard to leave your community. It was very hard for us to leave our communities last year because we had such a good relationship with those communities. We're going to be here a lot. I have family in town. I have family here today. So I love coming back to this area. The numbers look good. So a couple people will be showing up in July. So we're super excited. But our plan is to pull off the world's largest event for small town Iowa and dip our tires in this beautiful community. So thank you for having us. You're going to see us a lot. I look forward to seeing you with a lot more of our friends in July. So thank you for coming.
Matt didn't say it, I'll say it. Cue the train. We love river, we love road, we love rail in the Quad Cities, so cue the train. So let's do this. Mayor, if you'll come up and join me. Matt, come on up here. Ben, if you don't mind. Dixon, Dean, come on over here. Ann, will you come over here? And we'll do a little quick countdown, and then we're going to unveil the 2023 Davenport RAGBRAI logo and brand, and then talk a little bit about the theme. So Dixon, Dean, come on over. All right, you guys ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm going to talk about the theme, and I'll try to capture this as best I can. Obviously Matt kind of talked about the tradition, this 1973 to 2023. This is the 50th anniversary for Davenport. It started here, and the fact that it's going to again end here is a really big deal. Be bold, ride gold is the theme for 2023. We feel that we're a bold destination. We feel that that Davenport is a bold community. We feel that the participants and the riders that are literally riding anywhere upwards of up to 500 miles on this amazing ride across the great state of Iowa, that's a pretty bold thing to do. And there's power in that statement. Ride gold, it's the 50th. So whatever we can do to celebrate and honor the 50th anniversary of probably one of Iowa's most important state treasures, we want to be able to do that. So we wanted a clean look. Davenport's about the future. There's a ton of momentum that's happening in Davenport and the Quad Cities region. So it's a clean look. Obviously, we've got the bike. We've got the 50th popping out. We're recognizing Davenport and Visit Quad Cities as the 2 primary entities that are pulling this amazing event off. But I will tell you, there's so many stakeholders, there's so many partners. This is a very collaborative, team-based approach. Everyone will have to be involved with making this thing a reality. I'm so glad. Is that your phone? That's perfect. That's great. That's great. It's probably Sioux City. As long as it's not Iowa City and Coralville because of Josh, then you're off the hook. Mayor mentioned Michelle Juring. What a great opportunity with the Quad City Times Big 7. Think about this week and how we can really lift up this community and talk about the amazing things happening here. I mentioned the investments that are happening. We love our world-renowned river. The Mississippi River is something that I think we are all proud of, whether you're a Davenport resident, whether you live in Illinois, it doesn't matter. We all love this river. And with Destination Iowa and the investment and that opportunity that's coming into Davenport, is such a special chance for us to really rethink what's going to happen along this 9 miles of amazing, riverfront over the next several years. And so we're so grateful for the city, for the investment that they're putting in to the riverfront. Obviously, we're very grateful for Governor Reynolds and everything that she has done in terms of that level of investment and commitment. And during the next couple of years, you're going to see this place come alive, and I think it's really, really, really special. So there's a lot of positive momentum. There's a lot of energy. And Davenport and the QC is really a community first, right? We talk about that a lot. We are the birthplace of sliced bread, right? And NFL football. And where we invented taco pizza. And the computer, and obviously chiropractic medicine, right up the street. So let's paint the Quad Cities gold. I think that's the action that we want to drive in our community. Quite frankly, I want to figure out a way to paint the Mississippi River gold. I don't know if the Army Corps is going to allow that to happen, but it's worth a conversation. But what Visit Quad Cities stands for is we want this community, we want the entire region to be excited about this event. It's the golden anniversary. Seriously, if we can paint this community, if we can light the I-74 bridge and the Sky Bridge behind us and local businesses and do anything to really celebrate one another, that's what it's all about. So that's the first announcement today, okay? Be bold, ride gold. The second thing that we're here to announce is the dip site, okay? And a lot of people have been asking us about that, and that's certainly a big deal. And we're very excited that the dip site will take place at Veterans Memorial Park at Marquette Street. There's a lot of logistical reasons for that, but what I'll say from Visit Quad Cities' perspective, the strategic investments that the city has made into their park system is something that I think we should all celebrate. That is a very special park. I think it's a great opportunity to honor our veterans and just remember the sacrifices that have been made. But it's a beautiful park, and Davenport's done a wonderful job with those investments, and I think our park system is certainly one of the best. So there's a lot of details that will continue to be announced. A lot of people are asking, hey, what's the entertainment? What's the campground site's going to be like? The vendor program, sponsorship, volunteers, all of those things, I will tell you, are being worked out. And there's a very prescribed timeline that we will work through. But stay tuned to details. So our website is now officially live, and you'll see it is davenportragbrai.com. And so I would encourage you to visit that website for all information RAGBRAI. We'll continue to build it out as those details continue to come alive. We'll make sure all of that content is fresh and current. Our hashtags, you'll see obviously RAGBRAI Davenport, but Be Bold, Ride Gold. We want that to be a battle cry in the Quad Cities. We really want to use that and have some fun with that. And then obviously RAGBRAI 50. The fact that it started here in 1973 and the fact that it's going to be here again in 2023 is a big deal. So thank you so much for coming. We're so grateful for the members of the media who help tell our story every day. I know Matt will be available for one-on-ones, and then the mayor certainly will as well. Our cycling community's here if you want to grab them, and I'm always available for questions. So thank you so much for coming. It's a great day. We're excited about the 50th and can't wait to get to July. So thanks so much.